Hello everybody, Jefferson Glassie here, author of Heaven is Everywhere, and today we're going to be talking about trust. Trust. Trust is love-based and is on the rise in society. Think that's hard to believe? You don't think that's right? Well, trust is love-based, and the reason for this is because if you were afraid of someone, you wouldn't trust them. So fear and love are sort of flip sides of the coin. If you don't trust somebody, you're afraid they'll do something that will harm you or hurt you or what have you. But if you do trust them, then you're not afraid of what they're going to do. So trust is love-based. And it certainly seems as though there's a lot of mistrust on this here planet Earth. Yes, indeed. Here in the United States, we have the Tea Party group, which is mistrustful of government. I suppose you could say that many liberals are mistrustful of institutions, many corporate institutions. In many other countries, you've got similar dynamics. People not trusting the government. One faction or sect not trusting the other, the Sunnis and the Shia. Different elements within a government not trusting the government, on and on. Leads to a lot of chaos, warfare, killings, beheadings, all kinds of nasty stuff. So, seems like there's not a lot of trust going around. But I was reading an article in the Washington Post this week that talked about firms built on trust are growing rapidly. Firms built on trust. So, what they're talking about in particular is the new sharing economy, or trust economy, as it's called. Firms like Uber, Airbnb, Lyft, other companies, and you see more and more where people sort of rely on other people to help them out with what they need. Young people are very supportive of this type of these types of ventures, particularly in the 18 to 24 range. But I think millennials in general are pretty okay with this. They sort of want experiences more than possessions, so they're willing to trust somebody, some stranger, to drive them somewhere. But so how do we kind of evaluate this contradiction between lots of mistrust and growing trust? Well, people used to trust the government in the United States, for sure. And it's really sad, and it's unfortunate that we have so many who don't, and I think that we can get over that. There's been a lot of fear. Remember, trust is not love-based. Trust is love-based. Not to trust, mistrust, is fear-based. A lot of fear after 9/11. A lot of fear with a new president coming in, a new generation. But so we see that the trust economy is actually growing. The study by PwC said it's going to be giant in the next few years. I don't know if you recall, I may have mentioned before a TED Talk by Rachel Botsman in which she says trust is the currency of the new economy. So I think what's important to realize is that even though it seems we've got a pretty mistrustful world, that because of the internet, because of communications among people, because of systems in place in companies, Yelp ratings, reviewers, others who will put their trust and demonstrate their trust in an organization, that is actually giving rise to more trust. So, I'm hopeful about this one because trust is love-based. I think we should all try as much as we can to recognize our fears, then follow in the direction of love. So that's the message for today. Keep on trusting and have a great time as you go through life thinking about these things. I hope you'll think about these things. Again, Jeff Glassie, Heaven is Everywhere. Thanks very much.